Thank you, Mr. Speaker. There's a lot of things that happen here in Congress, and many of them waste the American people's hard-earned tax dollars. But one of the most outrageous waste of hard-earned tax dollars has been the Russian collusion hoax led by Adam Schiff. Adam Schiff lied to the American people by leading the fake Russian witch hunt against President Trump. He weaponized the House Intelligence Committee to abuse all principles of due process and perpetuate the lies of Russia collusion. And he did that on the media over and over again. His committee conducted approximately 53 interviews during its 2017-2018 Russia probe. These transcripts from the Director of National Intelligence, former Obama Attorney General, former Deputy Attorney General, and the FBI Director, among others, proved that there was zero direct evidence of criminal conspiracy. He not only refused to release these interview transcripts, but he also continued to peddle lies to the American people that Russia interfered in the election. He falsely claimed that Russians offered help. The campaign accepted help. The Russians gave help. And the president made full use of that help when referring to allegations between President Trump and Russia during the 2016 election. In November 2020, he specifically asked Twitter to take action against spreaders of misinformation by removing content that questioned his baseless claims of Russian collusion. The biggest spreader of misinformation was Adam Schiff. As we know, the Mueller report determined there was no criminal collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia. Thanks to the Durham report, we know now the entire Russian hoax was bought and paid for by Hillary Clinton and the DNC. During the probe, Schiff also abused his position on the Intel Committee and violated civil liberties by subpoenaing phone records from AT&T and a former Republican colleague on entirely baseless claims.
Marjorie Taylor Greene killing it as usual and spelling out the many lies, blatant lies from Adam, as I like to call him, Shifty Schiff, who absolutely deserved being censured by the House of Representatives. He's only one of three members in modern history to be censured, and he absolutely deserves it because, as Marjorie Taylor Greene laid out, he led all of us, every American in the United States Congress, through a witch hunt that he knew had no proof, no evidence from the very beginning. He went on cable news night after night after night and lied to the American people. The whistleblower's coming, the whistleblower's coming. There was no whistleblower. There was no collusion. There was no crime. There was no cover-up. The real crime was that Hillary Clinton's campaign paid to manufacture the Steele dossier. And the FBI covered it up. The CIA, all of our intelligence agencies, coming forward to prove Donald Trump colluded with the Russians. It was never true. Adam Schiff was at the forefront of it. He deserves this censorship, and frankly, he should be expelled from Congress for betraying his oath to not only we the people, but the U.S. Constitution. But no, he'll just continue to go on and run for higher office in California, in the Senate, and sad to say, but Democrats in California will probably elect him to that position. That tells you how divided this country is. People who lie, cheat, and steal for a living get elevated because the media helps cover up for their lies, their cheating, and their stealing. Such a shame.